Now we get on to some of the touchy-feely stuff about teams and how they operate. But if you're going to work effectively with others, having established the roles that you're each performing in the team, having established the processes that you're following and the purpose of the team itself, you have to start looking at the relationships that you have with each other and how perhaps those might be nurtured. How can you mentor each other? How can you provide encouragement to each other? How will your team work in terms of socialising with each other? Do you work quite independently, and in fact the society aspect of the team is very minimal? Or are you looking for something which is a bit more of a family orientation and actually a little bit more buddying up with each other? Both sides of that coin work equally well. It depends on the kind of work that you're doing, whether you've worked together before, how confident you feel about the work. But it's actually a good conversation to have about how will we relate to each other, how do we build trust with each other, how do we inspire each other, and how do we look after each other when the going gets really tough. Better to have those conversations up front than get involved in the project, find that things are getting really tough and that perhaps people's relationships are suffering because of it. One of the things we look at in Agile project management is perhaps creating a no-blame culture. One of the things we want to be able to do is that people feel that they can say anything, they can raise any issue, and that it's about looking for the solution and not blaming each other for who caused the problem in the first place. And that doesn't happen by accident. There has to be quite a lot of trust between people. And I think being upfront and honest about how difficult that is sometimes is really important. Not just standing on ceremony and being polite to each other, but really getting underneath the surface and building some kind of common ground with your colleagues, and therefore building a relationship, is something that you need to consider if you're going to have a really effective team.